Pro wrestlers are known as big, larger-than-life, charismatic characters that catch your attention, especially sometimes when you see them not on a pro wrestling TV show, like a bizarre TV commercial. For every normal cricket cell phone ad with Miz and Charlotte Flair, there are 10 pretty out-there spots where Chris Jericho is wearing an oversized sweater telling Canadians to eat Taco Bell. Ric Flair is promoting the North Carolina Lottery in the Woo University, and Andre the Giant is scaring kids with honeycomb cereal. Or even John Cena dancing in a gym for Capri Sun juice. Yeah, they're out there. Here are the 10 most bizarre TV commercials with pro wrestlers. Number 10, WWE Superstars invading SportsCenter. A few years ago, we got to see the man Becky Lynch giving some gruff to coffee shop employees for not knowing her name in a SportsCenter ad. But in 1995, a more iconic series of pretty bizarre ads saw an elite group of superstars invading the SportsCenter office. The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Diesel, and King Kong Bundy. Despite the three of them being among WWE's biggest stars at the time, King Kong Bundy was given the spotlight as he ransacked the SportsCenter office, menacingly informing the employees that wrestling was the biggest demographic among all sports. Just imagine if they did those ads now, someone would be giving Stephen A. Smith a chokeslam. Number 9, WCW Mastercard commercial. Who wouldn't want a credit card with Conan's face on it? A 1999 commercial saw the icon Sting in an art gallery wanting to purchase a painting of himself. Yeah, the wrestlers. Somebody obnoxiously tells him that it's not for sale, to which Sting ignorantly replies, "Money is not an object," because he has a MasterCard, which has his face on it, because of course it does. This was because MasterCard was advertising special WCW credit cards with several top superstars' faces on them, including Hollywood Hogan, Diamond Dallas Page, Ric Flair, Kevin Nash, Goldberg, and more. That's right, it's okay to rack up all that debt and you can powerbomb your purchase. Number 8, Kane for Stacker 2 Fat Burner. The Big Red Machine back in the Attitude Era was one of the most feared superstars, but WWE knew how to get a joke out of him from time to time. That was an angle that was utilized in a spot for Fat Burning Pills Stacker 2. In a series of 3 commercials, Kane was mocked by one man who he would hunt down, with the catchline being that it was, quote, a stupid way to burn fat. Yeah, buddy, it's way better than him putting a car battery attached to your Shane McMahon bits. Yeah, think about that. The bizarre commercial aside, it's probably better that Kane stopped associating with it, as studies 7 years later accused the company of the slimming pills having serious medical side effects, which are probably still better than Kane attaching a car battery to your Shane McMahon bits. Number 7, Sting fights a kid in his own house. The icon Sting was featured in one of the all-time best ads for a soft drink when Sprite got him to star in an unforgettable commercial. In the spot, Sting surprises a kid at home, telling him he's won the Dream Come True contest and he gets to wrestle Sting. And then the kid's parents are just all on board and they move the couch and they start filming it like, oh wow, look at this special thing. And they're saying like, wow, it looks so real. Yeah, it's real. Your son is being beaten up by the guy who is also gonna beat up Ric Flair maybe later tonight. That's your son. And then the kid asks if they can go 2 out of 3. Kid, you can't go 1 with this guy. A little known fact, that young child grew up to be Darby Allin, Sting's tag team partner in AE. No, he's not. He's absolutely not. If you believe that for a second, you really bought into that, didn't you? Number 6, Oh Thank Heaven, Rob Van Dam for 7-Eleven. In 2002, RVD walked into a 7-Eleven store while a man and his girlfriend were getting Slurpees. It was a bizarre spot to see RVD wear his signature wrestling singlet with jeans as he threw the man's Slurpee cup away, giving him an RVD cup instead. He was also seemingly hitting on the man's girlfriend. The commercial ended with the poor man chasing after his girlfriend and RVD, who have seemingly ran off together. You might even say that he took a 5-star frog splash to his heart. Number 5, Stone Cold Steve Austin and D'Lo Brown's match over phone calls.
Dial 1-800-COLLECT or else.
The perfectly normal message that Stone Cold Steve Austin told viewers in 1999 as he literally throws D'Lo Brown from the ring like he's a superpowered Cesaro. Yeah, the 1-800-COLLECT ad features the Texas Rattlesnake wrestling D'Lo conversing about how
you spent too much money on that phone call. You could have saved me a bundle. Do you even care about me, D'Lo?
That's basically their dialogue exchange. The camera angles and shots in this commercial make it look like a little bit more of an intimate moment than a wrestling match, and it also comedically made Stone Cold Steve Austin at the height of his popularity look a little sensitive, while also
whooping that ass.
Number 4, WCW and Little Caesars. In '99, a Little Caesars commercial featured Goldberg and fellow tough guy Haku, then known as Ming, wrestling each other to the death. Just as things were about to amp up as they both took steel chairs out, they used them to sit down and eat a pizza in the middle of the ring. The ad ends with Goldberg wanting to trade 3 Little Caesars WCW collector cards for a Goldberg card, to which Haku simply says, "No," as the commercial cuts off. It was a cartoonish and ridiculous way to sell pizza, and now I want to eat a pizza. Number 3, John Cena and the cows of Experian. Have you ever seen something so weird, so bizarre that it's just good? That's the right way to describe Jonathan Cena's series of Experian commercials, where he partners with a purple CGI cow to inform consumers that they can instantly increase their credit scores. Some of the ads have included Cena and his cow invading a dog contest, a game show, a loan shark's office, jumping off of a plane, and seemingly saving the world. Also, the purple cow says "oost" instead of "moo." You get it? Because it's going to boost your credit score. Wow, they're really getting this ad across to me, aren't they? It's almost like I can see the message that they're selling. See what I did there? Number 2, Macho Man's Slim Jim commercials. There has never been any pro wrestling star so tied, so associated with a single brand as Macho Man is to Slim Jim. Randy Savage entered well beyond the wrestling world into mainstream pop culture, being associated with snap into it, beefy, spicy, all that fun stuff. I'm quoting it and you know what I'm saying because you saw those commercials too. All the wild ones where Macho Man would break out of a prison and destroy something, or leap himself into a high school gym class and rough up the teacher. My personal favorite is when he destroyed a rehearsal of Shakespeare. Art thou bored? Yeah, that one was awesome. These are perhaps some of the best ads to feature any wrestler, but they might not be the most bizarre. We leave that to number 1. Hulk Hogan's HostaMania obscenity. Warning, this is a half-naked Hulk Hogan alert. In 2013, the Hulkster began a partnership to start an unlikely venture, a web hosting service company. Although he hasn't mentioned it since 2014 and the website for it is inactive, it left us with a borderline obscene commercial that we need to scrape from our brains. In what was a parody basically of GoDaddy's ad with Jean-Claude Van Damme, HostaMania announced themselves to the world in a video of Hulk Hogan swinging on a wrecking ball with his pants off. Yeah, this is a playoff on maybe that Miley Cyrus music video. The ad shows him in his underwear in a torturous 10-second spot before he simply says, "brother," and nothing else. Oh, brother. Yeah. Someone give me a giant leg drop so I can just fall asleep. What's your favorite commercial with a wrestler in it? Get into the comments below and let us know. Also, if you're watching this and you haven't clicked the subscribe button, do that now. Go ahead. Before the video ends, do it.